Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is having a stroke. And every single minute that passes without treatment, 1.9 million neurons die permanently. We built StrokeShield to stop that clock.
We're Arjun and Srishanth, juniors at Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology in Northern Virginia, specializing in biomedical engineering and thermodynamics. But more than students, we're researchers, inventors, and founders on a mission to close one of the deadliest gaps in modern medicine: pre-hospital stroke care.
Here's the reality. When a stroke hits, every second matters. Yet today's best neuroprotection tools are either locked inside a hospital, requiring invasive catheter insertion and trained surgical staff, or they're surface cooling blankets and helmets that cool so slowly and superficially that by the time they reach therapeutic temperatures, it's already too late. There's no clinically effective, deployable device that a paramedic can apply in the field in the back of an ambulance to protect the brain while the patient is en route. That gap costs lives every single day.
StrokeShield is a non-invasive thermoelectric neck patch that rapidly cools the carotid arteries, the vessels that supply 80% of cerebral blood flow, to induce targeted therapeutic hypothermia within minutes of stroke onset. At a manufacturing cost of under $30, it gives first responders a tool that didn't exist before: immediate, on-scene neuroprotection that buys the brain critical time before hospital arrival. We aren't just a better product, we are an entirely new category of care.
We didn't just have an idea, we built it. StrokeShield uses a Peltier thermoelectric module, an aluminum cold plate, a copper heatsink with integrated fan, and an Arduino Nano microcontroller running closed-loop temperature feedback through a MOSFET circuit. We also constructed a biomimetic phantom model simulating real skin, fat, and muscle with a perfused carotid artery, and ran a biochemical fluorescence assay to model ischemic acidosis, validating the method of our device.
The current market is a red ocean of expensive, inaccessible solutions. Intravascular catheters from companies such as Intercool and Zoll can cost over $2,000 per patient and require hospital-based surgical teams. Systemic cooling blankets cool at just 1 to 2 degrees Celsius per hour, dangerously slow. Ice packs have zero precision.
On every axis that matters to a first responder: cost, portability, cooling rate, invasiveness, hospital independence. Every existing device fails on at least two. StrokeShield is the only solution that scores high on all of them simultaneously.
Our beachhead is EMS agencies and first responders, a market currently served by nothing. Beyond that, rural clinics priced out of hospital-grade cooling hardware and entirely unexplored verticals like sports medicine for TBI and global cardiac arrest intervention.
Firstly, we eliminate invasive procedures in a hospital dependency. We then reduce costs by 98%. And then we raise cooling rate and portability and create something entirely new: a localized carotid-targeted pre-hospital cooling system deployable in under 2 minutes.
This is what our blue ocean looks like: a value curve that diverges completely from the competition, focused entirely on the dimensions that matter most when someone's brain is dying.
StrokeShield costs $29.04 to manufacture using off-the-shelf components. We sell at $149. That's an 80.5% margin. At scale with injection molding, unit cost drops below $15. We layer a recurring consumables revenue stream on top through biocompatible thermogel pads at $10 per use. The model is lean, profitable, and built for scale from day one.
Phase 1. We're already in active partnership conversations with Northern Virginia EMS coordinators and stroke coordinators at Innova Health and VHC Health, two major regional hospital systems. Phase 2. Exhibit at the International Stroke Conference and EMS World Expo. Phase 3. Global distribution through NGO partnerships for developing nations where hospital infrastructure simply does not exist. And our Trojan horse strategy: seed key teaching hospitals at cost to build clinical advocates who embed StrokeShield into every pre-hospital protocol nationwide.
This is a graph of our financial projections. We plan to break even by year 3, and by year 10, we project over $150 million in annual revenue, driven by global market penetration and recurring consumable sales.
Let's talk about what we've actually achieved. In lab testing, our device dropped simulated arterial temperature to 31.9 degrees Celsius in just 15 minutes, hitting therapeutic hypothermia window with a cooling rate of 20.04 degrees Celsius per hour versus 1 to 2.6 degrees Celsius per hour for every non-invasive alternative on the market today. This isn't just a concept. This is a working, validated, real-world solution.
Every day in America, nearly 2,000 people have a stroke. The ambulance ride to the hospital, averaging 20 to 30 minutes, is currently dead time for the brain. StrokeShield turns that ride into treatment. A $29 device. No surgery, no hospital required. Just a patch, a paramedic, and a brain that now has a fighting chance. We are StrokeShield, and we are here to close the pre-hospital gap for good. Thank you.